Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is February 11th, 2025. It is brutally cold outside. It's about minus 29 with the wind chill. I hear it's supposed to warm up a little bit today. Looking outside, it's nice, crisp, and sunny, but it is very cold. I thought today I might take a break and work on a hobby. Maybe not the hobby you're thinking of, though. Lego! It's been a while since I've put together some Lego. We built one of the flower sets, Dea and I, just before Christmas. And then Ari and I did some of the minifigures that I got at Christmas, after Christmas. And then I haven't done anything for a little while. I bought a couple sets, put them aside. And in one of my videos, I believe it was my Stamp versus Stamp, latest video, did a scavenger hunt running around the house looking for things. That's my monthly collaboration with Snail Mail with Smokey. If you haven't watched it, you should go and watch it. But in it, you saw some of my Lego collection. And it was suggested to me that maybe I show a little bit more. It's been a while since I've gone in and shown off the collection. So today, that's what we're going to do. We're going to walk around the house a little bit. We're going to see what's out there. We're going to talk a little bit about it. And then I'm going to build a Lego set. Yeah, I'm going to build a Lego set. I'm going to sit here and do it, not on camera, but before I do that, let's see what I have. Normally when you tune in to see me, I'm probably sitting in here in my office with the stamp collection and my post-crossing things. And I have some Lego flowers sitting right there, just as a reminder. And a Lego gift that came in the mail as well. So there's always some Lego circling around. Look, hidden in there, Lego hedgehogs. Where else can we find Lego? Sometimes I'm in here, in the library, and more Lego flowers. Flowers are becoming one of my favorite things to collect in Lego, and they require little to no maintenance. These are the plants I normally have around, and you know, I love having plants around. I love nature, but when it gets time to water or spray or do all those sort of things, sometimes I would just rather have these kind of plants. Beautiful Lego plants, whether they're poinsettias, they're centerpieces. We'll go through and see all the different Lego plants that you can have. So we have some of those. Sometimes though, the Lego plants are surrounded by other things, not just dust, but minifigures, from advent calendars, from just mini blind bags, all sorts of minifigures that have yet to find homes and be put away. And the minifigures just keep multiplying. And more plants. Love that bonsai tree. And more minifigures. And more minifigures. And then the Star Wars Lego helmets. Love the Lego helmets. Love the Star Wars helmets. I've got almost all of them now. I am missing the Death Trooper, and that's it for the Star Wars ones now that I'm missing. And then we've got some of the free builds that were around that you could get when you went to Toys R Us. We did these with the children on all the different occasions. We would go in and do all the Lego free builds. Sometimes I don't get around to building quite as quickly as I hope, so they kind of stockpile. Here are a couple more helmets that need to be done. There's some Christmas. There are some gift with purchases, presents I get from other people that I don't want to take out of the box. More builds. Nice Grogu up there. But more sets that have yet to be put away, yet to be built. Christmas sets. I always like to do those with the family at Christmas time. You can see it's been at least 3 Christmases since we've done any. More flowers. This one's got to get done in time for Valentine's Day, so that definitely will be done. Christmas sets. I kind of like these Chinese New Year sets too. I've been getting a few of those sets as well. I used to have a Fiat, so loved that set when that came out. The Christmas Carol book set, really like that one too. This particular set was a special one that came out the 40th anniversary. I won't build it because I like it in the box. Some VIP bags as well. These sets I went by really quickly, but I found them when I was cleaning out my parents' house when we were downsizing. Mom used to buy presents, stick them away in case, you know, a child was born and needed a quick gift or something to put in a stocking. You can see this was at the old Byway store. It cost $2.99 when she bought it. You're not going to find much Lego that you can get that cheaply anymore. At one point, Shanda said, listen, all the Legos got to go to one place. It's got to go to the basement. We can't have it all through the house. As I just showed you, it's crept back up into the house again. But what I did do at one point was we created a basement. You can see all sorts of fun colors. It's semi-finished. It was designed for the kids when they had their friends over. There was things they could do. They could shoot hoops. They could play air hockey. There used to be a foosball table. We got rid of that. There is a pool table still, but it got turned into a bit of my man cave. You can see that I've got a wall of Lego. This being the one kind of that started it all, the original yellow castle. Yeah, it doesn't have, well, I have them somewhere, the original minifigures, but other people have come along and put things on here the way they like to play it. There were different castles that have come on. This particular aircraft, I've left it as an aircraft, but it was a 3-in-1 set that came out, and it made a giant ferry boat. That was actually my favorite of the 3-in-1s that it could do. Maybe one day I'll have to put it back to that. The big stuffed hot dog guy at the top, there's a reason we've got that giant stuffed hot dog guy. It's because my son really loved the hot dog men when he was younger, and I bought a whole army of them. You might get to see those here too. Pirates of the Caribbean. Love that movie, love that franchise, and had some great Lego sets that came out, including some of the beautiful ships. Like this one. And then, of course, Lord of the Rings. How can you go wrong with having Lord of the Rings Lego sets? I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan. The Hobbit, I actually got 2 of those because there was a bargain. I saw one on Facebook Marketplace and they're almost giving it away, so I bought that. But they had some amazing sets that came out. And then Ninjago. A big part of when my son was growing up, he loved watching Ninjago. And so I got the Ninjago Lego sets. We watched the show together. And there are some, you know, these ones here are from a different set. Didn't really last a whole lot, but there was kind of a, I don't know, different beasts and things like that. Vampires and all sorts of stuff. Some more Ninjago. Harry Potter. Hogwarts Express, the original one. I know they've put another one out since. Diagon Alley, they certainly expanded and put out more sets. One of the original Hogwarts castles. Some of the dragons from Ninjago. They got super creative with that. I love the Asian theme that came along with that as well, the ninjas. So a bunch of that there as well. And then if we go over to this side, there was also some sets that my son liked these. I wasn't as crazy about these ones that came out, but they were Lego. They were something that they tried. There were some Batman and Joker sets that came out too. Yeah. So this room, but I had to expand. Also, we've got a few random sets that got bought over the years too for presents. You know, SpongeBob SquarePants, his Pineapple Under the Sea, some camping sets, limousines and automotive. We've got a Happy Groot hanging in amongst some construction. Or Dragon Boat. Some Toy Story stuff. Some F1 cars. A little bit of Indiana Jones in there too, mixed with some other things. The Power Miners, I think that's what that was from. Citibank, so a couple of the city sets in there as well. Not Lego, but kind of like Lego. Montreal Canadiens, had to throw that in there. And then we kind of get into the Christmas, the holiday things. I used to put these upstairs all the time. And then I decided I'd build a shelf downstairs where they could be permanently put up. And if you look closely enough, you can see members of the hot dog army hanging out in amongst the Winter Village that are all along here. I'm gonna Oh, and you get the winter train in there, which I do have motorized. It's on an RC. Not that it's going to run on this track, but I did used to have it running around, so it's still set up that way. So all of the sets that have come out for the Winter Village are either here or upstairs in boxes ready to be built. Looks like a windstorm is coming and blowing a tree down there. I really liked these original patents of the brick, the minifigures, so I bought them, had them framed, and I built a minifigure wall. Nice wooden structure for it with, you know, original spacemen. The original minifigures, this is how people used to be. You used to have to build them yourselves. They give you the head, the body, and you built around with the legs and things. But of course, Lego has changed, and you get things like Wizard of Oz. All sorts of themes come out. Ninjago, superheroes. There's Lord of the Rings in there. There's some Mickey Mouse, Disney, Crayola. Just fun ones, like the giraffe. Or the hot dog guy, Toy Story. Some original horses to some more modern day horses. The Simpsons, Holiday, Star Wars armies, and Ninjago. And there's some SpongeBob in there too. So I decided I wanted to build a wall full of minifigures, and that's what I did. I probably could build another one now. I'm not sure where I'd put it, but I do have pieces. This is where I keep the different pieces I have at home that are all organized. I've got minifigures. Those are just bodies of minifigures. There are the legs of minifigures. I've put most of them in color coordinated in there, but if you go over there, I like this artwork. It was given as a present from my in-laws a couple years ago. With that Lego boat on there. Got these ones here. You can see there's brick separators down there, lots of those. There are heads, there are tools, weapons, helmets, hats. You know, all sorts of different things you would need if you're going to build minifigures. We've got extra train stuff there. We've got tubs of just wheels if I wanted to build things there. Boxes of random Lego pieces that have not been sorted, that when I have, say, my niece come over and she wants to build something, I just dump this stuff out and you can play with that Lego the way it is. So all of these things, and there's still a few sets in boxes up there too. And then there's our trip to Legoland in Florida, immortalized on that little Lego placard in amongst Star Wars Lego section. I'm not sure why there's a pair of glasses in there, but there you've got Slave One, you've got TIE fighters, all sorts of the different ships, a little bit of Tatooine down there, and some land speeders, some Imperial Guards. I like them so much I bought 2 sets of those. Sorts of different ships. This is just a portion of the Ewok battle station ages ago. The rest of it needs to be put back together again. We've got some AT-ATs or AT-ATs and AT-STs and snow speeders. There's Grogu and Mandalorian. There's the Mandalorian's original ship before it got blown up. Spoiler alert. I know you're supposed to say that first, but come on, you must have seen it by now. Anakin's speeders, some of the others, Y-Wings, A-Wings, all sorts of wonderful Star Wars Lego. And then that leads me to this. Of course, a Death Star. Very cool. Love this set. And the Millennium Falcon. Love this set too. But I can tell you, I own 3 sets of Lego that aren't Lego. And these are 2 of them. I had a friend, or have a friend, Johnny and Patricia. They were away in China, and I asked them, can you bring me back 2 sets, and so I could compare what they are like in comparison to the real thing? So they brought these 2 back. I think both sets combined cost me about 400 Canadian or somewhere in that range, where individually that one's about $1,000, or it was at the time, and this was another $900 at the time. I know they go for a lot more now because they're discontinued. But other than not saying Lego on the bricks, you can see beyond all the dust, but it doesn't say Lego there on top of all the studs. These are very good representations. The bricks went together well. I'm not trying to promote buying off-brand Lego, but if you can't afford the sets but still want to have something, these ones worked out really well. I think this was called Star Tours, not Star Wars, when these came out. But yeah, these are actually two of my favorites, and that's why they sit in the TV room so I can see them all the time. So for those of you who didn't see the original tour of my Lego room, there's a new tour, and I'm sure there's lots of things have been added since I did it last. Yeah, I know there's a lot of stuff there. And I know there's people like Brixie in Edmonton, Alberta, that have much larger sets, that it's their full-time job doing Lego videos and building things. Brixcraft in Germany, amazing. He's building a Lego museum. His original works are incredible too. Both good channels. If you want to go check them out and see more Lego content, they're good ones to go look at. For me, it has just been a labor of love. I loved it as a child growing up. I was fortunate enough to have two children that got indoctrinated into Lego, and we bought Lego sets for them on Christmas and their birthdays, and they enjoy them. My son still enjoys Lego. He has friends that are into Lego. There's a worldwide craze, especially during the pandemic, of adults getting back into Lego again. So it isn't just a kid's hobby anymore. And for Generation X, like myself, we loved it as a child. We continue to love it. We keep it on displays. And so I'm going to keep building them. I'm going to work on one today. So that's that dad guy at Lego Studio, if you will. And that's the tour. Let's get to building. Have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?